as a homosexual in this country today, to be respectable.
I can't deal with two more directors on the set.
There is a signature, it's an Onir film.
Even though most people think I'm a Bengali, I'm not.
So whether I play a homosexual or whether I play a homicidal maniac, as I did in Takshak, it's all the same to me.
Purav is a wonderful actor, amazing sense of humor, great fun working with him.
Onir has a very non-confrontational, very accepting attitude to everything.
Anurag, I have to say, is a completely natural actor.
Hi, I am Rahul Bose.
Juhi Chawla.
Sanjay, Suri.
Nandita Das.
And you're watching me exclusively on BollywoodHungama.com.
Macro level, I Am is about issues that society doesn't like talking about, whether it's the criminalization of being homosexual, whether it's surrogate pregnancy, controversial topics like the Kashmiri Pandit versus the Kashmiri Muslims' rights to the homeland question. What's interesting is the manner in which he's talked about these issues, which is what I like about.
और अगर मैं गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं ढूंढ रहा हूँ तो?
Srinagar is finished. किस बात से प्रॉब्लम है तुम्हें रुबीना?
इस जन्नत में जीने की सजा से। अगर मैं अकेले जी सकती हूँ, तो मैं अकेले बच्चा भी पैदा कर सकती हूँ।
In I Am Abhimanyu, I do play a filmmaker. He's making a docu on something based with Kashmir, and that's how the I Am Abhimanyu story gets linked to I Am Megha. And the character Abhimanyu, you see him in Megha. You also see him in other stories, which you'll figure out, you know, once the film is out.
जब भी तुम जाती थी, वो हर रात आता था मेरे पास. क्या मैं तुझे attractive लगता हूँ?
दगाबाज.
Afia is a very contemporary, independent woman, wants to be a mother. It's a simple desire, and how difficult it is in our society in a way to make some personal choices. I think it's a very relatable character. I like the overall idea of bringing in 4 different stories, each one with their own issues of identity, their dreams, their lives, and that's the reason I'm here.
अगर मैं अकेले जी सकती हूँ, तो मैं अकेले बच्चा भी पैदा कर सकती हूँ.
Megha is a Hindu Pandit. She has grown up in Srinagar, but her family had to leave when there were very, very troubled times, some 18-20 years ago, when the Hindu Pandits had to flee. But circumstances, she has to go back. And when she goes, she meets her childhood friend, Manisha, who plays Rubina in the film. And the 2 days that these two spend together, discovering each other, that's really what I Am Megha is about. And it's a lovely film.
किस बात से प्रॉब्लम है तुम्हें रुबीना?
इस जन्नत में जीने की सजा से.
I'm very proud of the fact that my mind is deep and wide enough to accept anything. So whether I play a homosexual or whether I play a homicidal maniac, as I did in Takshak, it's all the same to me. As a homosexual in this country today, to be respectable, it's all about having the right deception and having the right disguise.
मुझे कोई ऐसा चाहिए जिसे मैं पसंद हूँ.
What is special about Onir?
Onir has a very non-confrontational, very accepting attitude to everything. But what he stands for, whether it's the truth or his cinema or a performance, he's not going to compromise on that.
I love the way he handles certain subjects, and of course those subjects are in his film. There is a signature, so I think Onir can very easily have a film which he can kind of say that it's an Onir film.
He's very good at telling you stories about people. There could be people sitting right next to you, but unless you went beyond, hi, I'm so and so what work do you do? When you really get to know people and you get into their lives, he tells you those stories very well.
Onir is a very sensitive person, and I think that's the first prerequisite to being a sensitive director.
I love him. He's such a cultured, fearless soul.
I think anyone would love to have him as a friend.
It's difficult to find people like that.
I I'd done a film with Purab many years ago. It was called Supari, completely different film. Lesser said the better though. But Purab is a wonderful actor. I have seen him in other films as well, and I've always liked his performance. It was great fun working with him. He has an amazing sense of humor, which of course we all know. But he also has an innocence of a child almost, and I've now working with him after so many years, and it's wonderful to see somebody who hasn't changed in his core. So it was a pleasure working with him.
वैसे आपको ये सब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आप बहुत सुंदर हैं.
There are a lot of directors, and sometimes Onir was almost tearing his hair with Anurag Basu and me giving our inputs, and he's like, I can't deal with 2 more directors on the set. But I think we were also obedient actors, and we listened to the boss. But Anurag, I have to say, is a completely natural actor. I mean, he was so easy in his role and in his skin, and there were certain Bengali lines that we had to say. And even though most people think I'm a Bengali, I'm not. And being with Onir and Anurag Basu with 2 Bengalis, I think my Bengali improved in those scenes.